Hi, welcome to the parish of Clayfield, and this is the church at Clayfield, St Colomb's. It should be St Colomba. Nobody knows why we don't have the A. But St Colomba was a priest, and he was from Ireland, and he was exiled, and he went to the island of Iona, and there he did the Book of Kells. So this church is named after him. And he's basically responsible for the Celtic spirituality throughout Scotland because his monks went throughout Scotland. I'm going to try and make this quick. Firstly, we have our memorial cross. This cross is based on the cross of sacrifice. It's got a sword built into the cross. The money was raised by the women of this area for their loved ones who died. It's outside our ministry centre. A modern facility which we hire out quite a bit to people doing weekend workshops. This, of course, is the path to the back and the toilets. The road goes in from this end and goes all the way around the church, so you go out the other side. We enter into our church, and of course here is a ramp for those who can't come up the stairs. We then come into our church through this what was the old vestry. I'll explain more as I get around. This was the old sanctuary, which is now our entryway. And of course we have windows of the baptism, the ascension, and of the day of Pentecost. When they built this church, they moved it from over at Colomb Street, board by board, and brought it over here. When they built it here, they built some extensions. One of the extensions is a chapel. This is the Iona chapel. So when we're having small services, we can have them in here, or morning prayer and evening prayer. Here are also some windows. This is Christ amongst his people and Christ amongst the Eucharist. We also have other windows over here inside the chapel, and I'll explain all them another time. Of course, we have our own organ. It's a lovely little organ, and they built this extension of a new sanctuary when they built it here. That's a high altar. We don't use it a lot because it's too far away from the people. We tend to use the smaller altar down the front here. Also, the altar at the back, the high altar, is made so that no one can stand behind it. So you have to do the Eucharist from this side, and I'll explain that another time. So this is the old sanctuary at the back, the new sanctuary. Oh, by the way, that's the west and that's the east. It's always the way in a church. The entry is from the west, the worship is at the east. So no matter what direction it faces, west and east. Well, that's a bit fast and short version of St Colomb's. Hope you enjoy it. Come and visit. Bye.